What's in the bag?
Good afternoon. We're here with Salomon Urraca. He is a fitness photographer based out of Miami. Thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Welcome. Give us a little bit of background about yourself. How you got into the photography business?
I mean, I always liked photography, but it wasn't until digital photography that I really got interested. And I got myself a digital camera, started doing pictures.
What was your first camera?
My first digital camera?
Yeah. Well, did you have a film camera before that?
Yeah, I had a Canon. A Canon N7. I forgot because I used it very briefly.
Okay.
That's when I found out I didn't like the part of developing.
Okay.
So I stopped doing photography. And then I got the Olympus. It was an advanced point and shoot with zoom lens, and the images were amazing. And the fact that I can see them right away, or retouch them, or do whatever I wanted right away, that really got me hooked into photography.
Gotcha. So once you kind of got your taste of the point and shoot, when did you decide to move up to something bigger and better?
I was like buying gadgets. So in between, I would buy a camera, a digital camera, or I would buy a video camera. And I decided I wanted to do video. So I got a real expensive Sony 3CCD. And I used it for a couple of months, and then I took it back because I found out I didn't want to carry stuff either. So then the D90 Nikon came out, and the fact that it was a mid, not for pros, semi-pro camera,
mid-pro,
a semi-pro camera that did HD video, which was the first one that really caught my attention, and I got it. And I started just shooting. I always like working with people, so I always shot portraits, and I was getting hooked to it every time more and more, and I had access to models, and so it was cool. Just
some of us are lucky we access models. I don't have that privilege. I don't have that luck, but hey, it is what it is. So from that, what brought you to the fitness?
I have a few friends, and I'm from Dominican Republic. For those who don't know, I've only been in the United States for 6 years, and they would invite me. They were like the first ones to bring fitness to Dominican Republic, do expos, and nobody would go, and do competitions, and nobody would go. And for years they were inviting me and I would never go. But in 2010, for the first time, they did it in a really nice hotel, lit screens, they made it into an event. And I went. And I shot for the first time, an athlete. And I got hooked right there.
Gotcha.
I love the way that I could capture with the light and the camera that physique, all the hard work they put into their bodies.
Now, at that time, were you using
the Nikon?
The Nikon. Were you using that type of lighting, or just natural lighting?
No, I always shoot the stage with no flash, just the light available. But I think I started doing natural light, and then I started working with two lights, and so on. But my photography has changed and evolved from the first time. But I still have the same passion, and I get the same effect every time I see my pictures, with my camera.
You still get the thrill?
Yeah, I still get it.
That's good, though. I mean, it's good to see that, you get excited when you see your own photos and you see the final product. And it's just like, man, I created this.
Yeah, it's like a newborn baby.
Yeah.
We are in Memphis we're working at the Dexter Jackson Classic Memphis. And this is what I usually take to all the shows. I have 7D Mark II.
Let's see what else you got in the toy box.
Okay, so I have the 5D Mark III with the 24 to 105. So what I do is I take all my wide shots with this. Of course, the 20-40-70 would be really nice, but sometimes I feel 70 is not enough. I want a little more, and this one gives me that little more, and it's 4.0 the whole range.
Okay.
So it's pretty neat. Also, I'm not shooting as fast with this one. I don't have to shoot as fast as I shoot with the other one. That's why I do this.
Gotcha.
Sony RX Mark II. This is what I use for, I set my tripod and do the video. Why? Because it has automatic autofocus in video. It's really sharp. It has a Zeiss lens, 18-200. And the images, the files are very, I shoot flat with the Vlog, and then I color correct it later, and I love the video that comes out of this. And I have the capability of doing 4K. I don't do it because I don't need to, but I have it there if I ever needed it. These are 4 batteries, and I have like 3 more set aside somewhere else, because you know that Sony eats up batteries like nothing. For the Canon, I really don't need to have that many, but I always keep buying. I buy 2 and buy 2 and buy 2, because you can never have too many. You see, these are already used, empty, and these are ready to go. The cameras already have new ones, and I'm all ready to go. I won't use more than 2 for each camera, like the one on the grip, but I have it there just in case. Okay, my favorite lens in the world, 50mm 1.8. This is the new version. I always say I'm gonna get the 1.4 or the 1.2, but I really don't think I need it. The only thing is these keep breaking. Like I get a new one every year. I could have gotten the 85mm 1.2, but I found out this cost a fraction, and this is the 1.8, and it is sharper than the 1.2 at 1.8. Yes, I would like to own it, and I probably will, but for now, this is doing the job. Oh, cards. More than this, but I only took this for this trip because I knew more or less what I can use, and I'm way over for video and stills.
They're all Lexar? Except
Yeah.
for one?
Well, this one I had it, and it works pretty good. It's pretty fast. It's 120 megabytes per second. All the others are 160. That's what I'm buying, and 150. I find they're very reliable, and they're pretty fast, and I like the price. I got this hard drive. It's a Wi-Fi passport from Western Digital. I needed something to back up my work right there on the spot. And with this, as soon as I insert the SD card, it'll start backing it up, so it made me feel a little saved. Although I think they should do it more rugged.
A little more of a pad.
Yeah, well,
something?
you know, I feel like if I drop it, that's it, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was rugged, it'll be like, makes you feel better.
Put some styrofoam or something around it.
Another thing I like really a lot is the ThinkPads, these little pouches. I put all the cables, and you know, I group them. This is if I want to go tethered with, you know, with my iPad. This is a whole bunch of little chargers and more cables. I saw a couple of friends using this. This is the Sirui monopod, and when I tried it, I went crazy, and I won't leave this ever. You set your camera and let it be, or you can let it loose, and you can move it around.
How sturdy is this?
Very.
Would you put your 7200 on there and not have to worry about it?
I had this camera, the 7D, with that lens, still like that, and I went somewhere else and came back, and it was still there. Okay, so like I told you, you can make it really, really soft, or you can make it like really hard, and you can't even move it. So when I shoot the stage, I don't carry, you know, I don't go up and down that much. I leave it there and set already and shoot my show. I bought this tripod, and I really got to like it, and I take it everywhere too.
And that's the camera, or that's the tripod you use for
For the video,
Okay.
or even photography. But in this particular, since my main camera is on the monopod, I use this for the video. And this is the Manfrotto 190X.
Okay,
There is another version, the same one, but in carbon fiber.
gotcha.
I should have gotten it, but yeah, 'cause this gets heavy to carry around.
See another, what's it, Manfrotto
Okay.
case.
Yeah,
over
that's
here.
where all my lighting goes.
Okay, and what's this? Is this also Manfrotto?
That's Manfrotto. This is Manfrotto. I forgot the
It looks
model.
pretty sturdy.
Yeah, I mean, and I bang it and take it everywhere, and I could carry a lot of stuff. For me, that's the most that I like about it. I look at what I just took out.
Yeah.
I've gone through like 3 bags, and I always felt I needed a little bit more space.
Gotcha.
This one's is kind of perfect. This is what I do my shoots with. Okay, it's a mess because I had shoots the day before coming here, and I didn't have time to put it together. Okay, so I have this is Godox, the Wistro AD 180. I get 2 of those, and I have one.
Is this speedlight or what is it?
No,
Looks
those
like
are
strobes.
Yeah, those are strobes.
That's an odd looking strobe.
Remember the Quantum?
Yeah, yeah.
They're
yeah.
like kind of that way. This is the 360. This be my main light.
Mm-hmm.
I use it when I shoot outside in the beach. It's pretty strong, and I use them all the time. They work pretty good. And the thing I like, they last at full power.
Mm-hmm.
They give you about 500 to 600 flashes.
This is the battery pack for that.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And since I don't shoot at 100%, they last pretty long for me. Another pouch with more cables, extra batteries for the Godox strobes. These are little adapters. I use this S bracket
Okay.
to put them inside and hold them. I find it to be more practical for me. And I have a couple of soft boxes
Okay.
that are specifically made for them.
And they're all Godox as well.
Yeah, they're Godox. This is a light gear. I did leave a stand. I leave a couple of things just to make it a little lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew I didn't have too many shoots for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And, it worked out perfect.
We didn't see a laptop.
But my laptop, I don't know what happened. I still don't know. I just know it wasn't working by the time that I was packing.
Right.
And I didn't want to deal with it, so I didn't even bring it. And what I'll do is use the computers also in the business center. I'll find a way.
Mm-hmm. It was good to see that you're doing really well for yourself. And you started, 5-6 years ago in photography?
In fitness, yeah, we're going to 5.
Okay.
Like exclusively. Before I used to do weddings, birthday, whatever came along.
Mm-hmm.
But in 2010 or 11, I decided to just do fitness.
Now,
That's what I enjoyed the most. Realtor realtors, when they need for properties, I do a couple of those because I know some people in Miami and they need my work and they're willing to pay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. For me, the fitness also involves the supplement companies.
Mm-hmm.
I get approached by a lot of supplement companies, and I've done work for them, like for Gifted, Muscle Farm, Dymatize, Betancourt, you name it, and probably most of them I've worked in some way, either videos or images for a campaign, or just to shoot their athlete for a magazine that's in Vegas when I'm there, that usually happens.
I want to give thanks to Salomon for giving us a little bit of time from his busy day today between
Anytime,
editing and the stage stuff. And I know he's going to go back down for some some more stuff he's got to do. Plus, he's got to get ready for some of his shoots tomorrow that he's got with some of the clients.
The finals is in a few hours.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we have a couple of shoots tomorrow lined up. Should be pretty interesting. My first time shooting in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
I hear this gym is pretty cool. I'm dying to see it.
Okay.
No, I haven't seen it yet. But they told me it's like the coolest gym in Memphis.
We might have to give it a shot and check it out a little bit later. But again, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thank you. We'll see you back
Ciao. Hasta la vista, baby.
Chido.
Hilo de la chingada.
Oye, aquí estamos.
¿Tú eres mexicano?
Sí.
Ah, ok. Por eso es que tú y Kit se llevan bien.